Evening. It's that time again to play more Resident Evil. Tonight, we're gonna play Resident Evil Revelations. Revelations is a little bit different because it was aiming to be episodic. So, you know, it's got this whole part that's like previously on Resident Evil. It's got very fancy sounding music, obviously. We're gonna do this without probably use guide. I mean, is there really a point to? Oh, and I gotta make sure everything's set up here. Okay. Controller. Change scenes. Oh, look at that eye. Originally coming out on the 3DS, where some of the spines on at least the US 3DS version, said Revelations or something like that. Here we are.
Resident Evil Revelations.
Ooh. Resident Evil Revelations. No, I'm pretty sure we have the volume at a decent level. It's not in borderless mode. Can we get it to be in borderless mode? Just gonna screw things up. You goober of a game. Okay, if I alt tab though. Oh, there we go. Just to keep things over here, we're not gonna play in this one. We're gonna play full screen. Because if I play it the other way, it's just gonna be weird. Frame rate. Be 60. Don't be a variable. Now you'll see it says I have 3 minutes. That's there. I have beaten this before. Just not on this system. I beat it on the PS3. I think the PS3 might have been the PS4. Either way, I beat this before. It's got a weird mechanic. You have to scan monsters, but also there's flashbacks, and that's kind of different. There's more, but I'm not going to spoil it. There are flashbacks. No Wesker. This took place between Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5. There's no Wesker. Start out on a boat. Or the Mediterranean Sea. Wow.
Hey, Jill.
Well, I guess that's cool so that you could see, but you still can't see in front of yourself. It just clears the window. Look, it's the Queen Zenobia.
The Queen Zenobia. This thing is lucky to be afloat.
Take us around. Let's find a boarding point.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. I have no clue where the audio is coming from on my thingy. Oh well. Wow, that was official BSAA line runner, right? That's cool.
It's been 94 minutes since Chris and Jessica dropped off the radar.
But the interpolation from their last known coordinates puts them...
Right here on this ship.
Okay, so we are looking for Chris. We're on this boat. We got this guy with us, okay. Oh.
Okay.
Can I do it? It does not. That's annoying. I like the water. I mean, that's just like a little animation there. But it makes you think, oh yeah, just really raindrops coming.
I might be able to shoot it off.
Can I not melee it off? I don't really want to shoot. Oh yeah. Different loadouts, right? It's all the same gun, right? But we have these loadouts. The other thing that's kind of messed up is that, look at that, there's no aliasing on that or anything. I have no clue why, because everything else has the aliasing. Oh, whatever. Oh.
The stench.
It's been a bit.
Options. No, Tigger. No, don't. Ow! Fun. Everything's up as high as it can go.
Empty for a while.
I'm dumb. Hold on. No, don't do that. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. As we get a cat off the desk, and I check the audio. And a dog makes like a ralphing noise. Oh, there we go. Shoot. I didn't have the right monitor set up. You want food? It's right there. You're gonna bug me. You're getting kicked out. Because we want to play Resident Evil. Oh man. What are you doing? What are you... Oh, you're on the computer. Okay. Let's get back to it. Thank goodness for the Stream Deck, so that I can have my monitor showing. I should have changed the audio to game. It's okay, I'll do that later. Look.
Ugh, it smells like rotting flesh.
It looks like rotting flesh. And of course, since this is a Resident Evil game,
No signs of life.
you know, we've got to appreciate the fact that this is already feeling not action-y.
I don't think we're alone.
No, you're not. Ew. So it just doesn't feel as much as an
That
action game.
doesn't look like
It's going
just
to end
water.
up being an action game. But it's got a better feel to it. Or at least that's how I remember it. Oh.
There's blood coming from the ducts.
Oh man. Look at that guy's arm. I don't want to go that way.
No power, which means no elevator for us.
Oh, nice. When she talks, her mouth moves. Yes, I know how that sounds, right? But what I mean is that there's actually an animation set up for us. Instead of, like a cheesy thing. Oh, it's the cat making the noise. Okay. Hearing a scratch and like, oh crap.
It's not working.
No, I wouldn't think it would. It's not a pulley system, obviously. And if you notice, the screen is kind of tilted a little bit. That's because we're on a boat. Got my flippy floppies. That's a Lonely Island reference. Oh look, we have one green herb. We can't run yet, which kind of sucks. I don't know who this guy is, but he's clearly in the way. Okay. Trish. Ah.
It's shorted out.
Well, giant rats. I mean,
The power still works here.
Frisch. What kind of cola name is that? Pop name, soda. Also, that texture looks like it's an X instead of a Z. Froxen. Get your Froxen drinks. Oh, nice. I don't get the point of that. I mean, what are we doing? Like different difficult modes? Whatever. Oh, this place just looks fantastic.
Face is smashed in completely.
This looks like a... Oh, there's a thing there.
Jill, take a look at this.
Okay.
Parker, give me a hand here.
Sure, no problem.
Gross. It's supposed to be a giant grease trap. What does she have? What is that? Oh, it's the scanner. That's right.
I got something. I think it's a gun.
Now what?
Give me a sec.
She's gonna stick her hand in there. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Nope.
So, it's not Chris.
That's not cool. What is that? It's like it's made out of fat. It's the lard monster. Oh shoot. Well, that's an interesting way to start out.
This
Our
explains
first,
our missing crew.
Zombie.
This is not good.
It's not really a zombie though. Or maybe it is.
Where are you, Chris?
Resident Evil Revelations. We'll be right back after these messages. Episode 1, Into the Depths. Now, Wesker is not in this game, but he could show up, right? Because it's supposed to take place between 4 and 5. It's the Daily News.
The sunny and idyllic Mediterranean coast was the site of one of the world's greatest structures. It took a full 11 years
That
to
looks
finish
like the
constructing the world's
Eye of
first
Sauron.
Aquapolis, the floating city of Terra Grigia. A sustainable metropolis operating on a massive solar energy matrix and equipped with the latest green technologies. Never before had solar energy been used to supply power to an entire city. But in 2004, Veltro, a terrorist group opposing the city's development, launched a bioterrorist attack.
Oh, can you believe
They
that?
not only released a virus, but also several creatures known as bioorganic weapons, further complicating the situation. This launched one of the worst tragedies the world has ever seen.
Which
The
Resident Evil 5
FBC, the
didn't even
world's
mention.
leading counter-bioterror organization operating under the auspices of the US, was called in to direct efforts to contain the attack. The BSAA, a counter-bioterror NGO, which operates independently of the interests of any one country, went in as observers to assist the FBC. Realizing the need for immediate and decisive action,
I know it's
Supreme
gonna
Local
happen.
Headquarters issued the order to use the city's solar energy matrix on itself. Media outlets around the world began to refer to the incident as the Terra Grigia Panic. Following the incident, the FBC announced it has successfully disbanded the terrorist group called Veltro.
Well, that's good.
It is now 2005, and a sense of calm and security is finally returning to the people. But, as you can see, the lost city of Terra Grigia remains inaccessible, a silent and potent symbol of the threat that bioterror poses for people around the world.
She could have said a silent but deadly reminder. No, potent reminder. And that looked like foil more than static. Here we are. That guy's hair looks terrible.
Ah, there you two are.
O'Brien, you don't normally join the fray.
Well, my doctor told me I need exercise. I assume you both know that the FBC has cordoned off the entire area. However,
Okay.
in the past few weeks, a number of mysterious carcasses have washed up.
I guess the FBC couldn't cover up a mess this big, huh?
Anyone who knows what happened here is gonna put two and two together.
And that's why I've sent the BSAA in to investigate.
Oh, really?
Did you pick up your new equipment from Quint?
The, Genesis or something. Is that its name?
You didn't bother to read the manual, did you?
No.
I brought it with me, just in case.
I hope you read quickly, because you're gonna need it on your mission.
Yeah, I'm on it.
It's only 300 pages long. No. That'd be terrible. We get the quick and dirty guide, which is only 6 pages, but it's not even really 6 pages because, we get the whole screen. Genesis Manual, version 1.0.9. Genesis. Oh, yay. I apparently still have the browser open. That's okay. Hi, Fire. How are you? Check this out. We can do this. Browser. Mute. Now, no dings. That's the wrong window. There we go. Haha. Okay. Genesis, the nickname of. Oh, how are you doing, Fire? Doing good? I saw you got a new mouse. What? Cat? Move. Not that way. Ah. That's good. That's good. Genesis, the nickname of a high-level bioscanner currently being tested and developed by the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium. That's awesome. I had a Razer something. It had the 10 or the 12 key thing on the side, and a cat ate the cable. So now I have some Corsair thing. It bounces special synchrotron radiation off a target in order to analyze it. Viral analysis. It is possible to detect and analyze even the smallest amount of viruses. Ooh, vaccine manufacturing. Since version 1.0.4, it has been possible to produce simple vaccines from the viral analysis data. Oh, that's cool. I miss my side thingy. Now I have a sniper thing which like turns the DPI down to whatever I want to put it to. But I miss having the little number pad. It's great for MMOs. Detection. Using synchrotron radiation, it is possible to detect specific objects. The data for bullets, medicinal herbs, etc. are registered within the internal memory for testing. If a detectable object is nearby, the indicator in the lower right area of the monitor will light up. Oh, that's awesome. I have not gotten that game yet. But I
look
might.
at this mess. Oh, they're rotted to hell. The Genesis requires a decent sample size to get an accurate reading. Scan the carcasses on the beach and send me your data.
I'm getting something from inside it.
You gonna stick your hand in there?
Don't worry, I've done this before.
That's so gross. We went from zombies to fleshy nightmare
I've got
things.
something.
And this was all happening before Resident Evil 4. I mean 5. So
What is this? If it's an engineered mutation, this could prove a link.
evening, Leonard.
I'll run
How are
some
you?
tests on this. Continue with the investigation.
Was she supposed to light up or something to tell me you found bullets? Oh, look at all the dead fish. It's not cool. You having a nice day today, Leonard? Terra Grigia Solar Tower. Come out to sunny Terra Grigia. Make sure to bring your sunscreen. Because it gets hot. Oh well. $55. Ah, no. Ah, it's got teeth.
I kind of figured that. Don't worry, we're on it.
Oh no. Oh. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for lurking, Fire. I appreciate it. I am doing good. I'm looking forward to getting to the next game.
I suppose.
This is
So why'd you quit the FBC for this outfit?
the countdown.
I
This
wanted
is
to be more involved.
number
I
10.
wanted to fight.
I see you two are okay. Continue with the investigation, but proceed with extreme caution.
Oh. I'm gonna try it. Can I? Do they give ammo? They don't? That's kind of a letdown. That's okay. Oh,
That smell must have ruptured from gas.
how's my
What a mess.
health
We
now?
don't have enough data to run a complete analysis. Gather some more samples from the carcasses on the beach.
Oh, boy, oh boy. This brings back memories. Sub-weapon controls. Use weapon with the right bumper. That would be R1. Use weapon while aiming. Left trigger in R1. Switch weapons. Okay. Oh, nice. We found an item. This is different. Like, this is definitely an action game, but it's framed more like original Resident Evil games. Newspaper from last year. It's the first article bringing the existence of BOWs to the public. No, you haven't missed anything important. We just started. All you've missed is my sound getting muffled by a cat walking in front of the mic. Because apparently she thinks she's a little princess and needs to eat food on my desk. Where is it? There it is. No, Sprinkles. Cupcake. We'll just jump on the back of my chair. Which is really annoying. And look at that, because we scanned all of them, we got an herb. Getting your analyze rate up to 100% will earn you a health recovery item. The rate you receive will go down if you analyze enemies of the same kind.
I've collected
okay,
enough
no.
samples.
Good. Get them to me ASAP.
Man, this O'Brien guy, like, he seems like he's a cool cat. I couldn't tell you what these are. These are like fleshy masses that came from somewhere. Probably BOWs. Oh. There's 3 of us, and only 2 of us are shooting these. Can you believe that?
Finally, some peace
Well,
and quiet.
you know why he's not
All
shooting?
in a day's
It's
work
because
for you
he's
two,
upper
eh?
management.
All right, enough chit-chat. Get that sample data to me.
Clearly. So, have you ever played Revelations?
There you are. Nice work.
No doubt about it. These corpses show signs of viral infection.
And I bet it's no coincidence they came through the FBC's blockade.
Well, we did all we can. Now, we wait for the results to come back from HQ.
Oh, okay.
Huh? It's the emergency line.
So apparently there was a floating city,
Yeah, it's me.
and
Uh-huh.
they had to obliterate it
What?
because it had a BOW
Yes,
attacked
that's
by
fine.
some terrorist
I'll
group.
take it from here. We'll have to speed things up. Starting now. Uh-huh.
So we
Good.
went to a
Get
boat
to it.
because Chris and somebody named Jessica was on it.
Jill, Parker. You two are still on the case.
What happened?
We lost contact with Chris and Jessica.
As explained here.
How?
We're not certain. I've sent their last known coordinates to your terminals.
The signal was lost over the ocean. Thought they were in the mountains chasing Veltro. But judging from their position,
What?
they must be...
On a ship. I'll go back to HQ. Take charge of the search and rescue.
Wait.
You two will be my eyes out there.
Yes, sir.
Phones and stuff weren't that advanced back then. It's supposed to take place in 2005. And see, there's the ruins of the city that they had to use a solar-powered weapon on. Good job. Yeah. We've got 3,000 BP. Go us. Saving is optional. Just autosave for Pete's sake. Oh look, it does. Oh well, we won't rely on that too much. Queen Zenobia.
Think these things got to Chris and Jessica?
I hope not.
Hey, no one's saying Chris is dead.
Alright, then let's find him already.
So the messed up part is that I think I now have...
You hear that? Was that the lock?
No, I
I'll
don't
check it
have...
out.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see what I can find here.
Copy
Oh,
that.
well.
I'll radio you if I pick
I'm
up
gonna
Chris's
scan this
trail.
thing.
This thing has a lot of similarities to the corpses on the beach.
Chinese. And this is how we find ammo. I mean, there's ammo that lies around, right? But we also have the scanning thing, which on the 3DS was really cool because it would use the gyroscope thingy. Seemed to be sitting there. Aiming your controller everywhere. Well, might as well go through here. Oh, there's an item. I bet it's over here. The yellow dot indicates that there's an item nearby to scan. I think, if I remember correctly. Oh well. Eventually, we'll have other things we need to scan. Oh, I don't want to go that way yet. Let's go this way.
Chris!
Is that Chris?
Chris! Come on, say something! I found Chris, but he's trapped in there.
Can you get him out?
No, it's a tough lock. I need the key.
Okay, then let's find it.
No, it's a tough lock. I'm the master of lockpicks, and I just can't get it. Looks like a dead end. Yep. This is a very large part of the game, is to be on the Queen Zenobia. And there's fun to be had. The enemies are annoying though. I do not like the monster thingies. Especially when they could throw stuff at you. But, you know, it is what it is. Also, that's gross looking. What's this? Eh. Good for later, I guess. The inventory is this. We have items and ammunition. And somewhere we have guns. The map is this map. And surprisingly, there's no filtering. But that's okay. I have no clue how I'm supposed to heal. But I do know that I did not find this game too annoying, with the exception of these guys. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can't scan it again. Darn. I don't think you get infinite space because, like, if you look at our ammo, we only could carry 30 handgun bullets, right? And 5 herbs. So, you get limited, but not super limited. Also, they're very generous with stuff, as you can see. It doesn't tell us what the thing is, it just puts an exclamation mark, which is fine. We're gonna have some fun soon, I think. Can't get in that room yet. We need the anchor door key thing. We can't get in there, so I guess we'll go this way. Oh no, a lady in danger. Oh, gross. And yes, he did. Yeah. Oh, there's 2 now. That's like a blast door. So we could go in here. Look at that. We're almost at 100. Cool. I'm just gonna not grab that. Okay.
What's going on?
I found a survivor. The BOW's got her, though.
Some
Who was she?
fleshy, gross
I'm
things.
still trying to piece that together.
Okay. Whoever she was, I got the key from her.
Parker, I couldn't find anything out on the woman, but I did find a key.
Let's try it out. I'll meet you in the Chris's room. See you there.
This is gonna be fun. What are you doing, Tigger? Man, if you haven't played this game before, oh, I killed it. I shouldn't have killed it. Oh well. Then you are in for a treat. I will do my best not to spoil things. You're in for a ride. Really? It takes some real talent to, you know, stuff yourself in a dryer and then ooze out. No, I didn't want to do that. Darn it. That's fine. It's fine. Can't open that door yet. That's okay. Oh, we scanned it before it melted. I think you get a better bonus if you don't kill them before you scan them. But I could be wrong. It could just be random. At least headshots are a little bit better on these gross, fleshy bad guys. You can't make them like fall down. I don't have a knife or anything either, so I don't know if we can roundhouse kick them like in other games. This game also has a really neat mode called Raid Mode, which is like the Mercenaries mode, except for I think it's better. You get levels and stuff.
Jill.
Come on.
Hey there.
We gotta help Chris.
We sure do. Let's do it.
Chris!
Yeah. But what?
Chris?
Oh. Aww.
What is this?
Jill.
Oh, great. It's a trap.
No duh. And then we have the guy from 999 coming in here with the no escape games where you're on a boat.
It's time you learned the truth, Miss Valentine.
Uh-oh. Oh, did you hear that? Episode 1, Into the Depths, End. And that's all of the first episode. Thanks for watching. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna save. I'm not going for the quick time this time. I don't know if I will or not. Supposedly, if you get under 3 hours, you get like a... It is very dramatic. And now we get to do this.
Previously on Resident Evil Revelations.
We lost contact with Chris and Jessica.
The signal was lost over the ocean.
Queen Zenobia.
Right here on this ship.
No signs of life. But I feel like something's here.
I think it's a gun. This is not good.
We did not get
Where
attacked.
are you, Chris? Chris! What is this?
Yes,
Oh, great. Shit.
it is.
It's a trap.
It's time you learned the truth,
Well, when this game came out,
Miss Valentine.
they were like different publishers were putting out episodic things, and this was going to be episodic, but then they just released it all at once. Revelations 2 actually is episodic when it was released. However, when I purchased it, all the stuff was out. Episode 2, double mystery. Not just single mystery, but double. 642, mountains in Europe.
Slow down, Chris.
We're almost there, Jessica.
I certainly hope so. My feet are killing me.
Is she wearing
The
heels?
source indicates the camp is on the far
Because
side of this peak.
that would be funny. Look, it's Chris. We get to play as Chris.
Maybe it's the
Okay.
weather, but I still can't
First,
make contact with
no,
HQ.
she's got
Who'd have thought we'd be stuck out here for so long?
boots. Are those boots? Or heels with poof thingies? I don't know. Look at that. Chris has one too. We could stand out here forever and not get hypothermia. Which is, you know... I mean, it is what it is, but... What?
Oh, the plane! My God, it crashed!
What? Yeah?
There shouldn't be any shipping routes in this area.
And the intel we got on Veltro was on the money. Come on.
This is gonna be fun. They put a lot of effort in this. I feel like we get a better story out of this than we did out of 5. Which is sad, because, you know, 5 was supposed to be the cool. It's on the next-gen systems when it came out.
Investigate the site. Let me know if you find anything.
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Never did this. It was
What the hell were
pure.
they carrying?
It's marked with a biohazard symbol.
Found some faint traces of a virus here.
Chris,
That's
you really think we're dealing
faint.
with Veltro again?
Traces of a
Hard to
virus.
say.
It just looks like a
Find it difficult
bunch
to
of
believe they
goo.
survived Terra Grigia, though.
What's this? On handling the new prototype, there will be a new prototype introduced on this mission. All mission participants are urged to use extreme caution. 1. When handling this special prototype, all instructions by the handler must be followed to the letter. 2. In the event of an emergency, follow the contingency guidelines in the Hazards and Emergencies Manual. 3. Once the prototype's abilities have activated, it will be impossible to control them. The prescribed sedative must be administered every hour during transport. 4. While it is possible to control the special prototype, its behavior in the field cannot be accurately predicted. When control is no longer viable, please contact HQ on the dedicated line. But who's doing that? I mean, like, you know, who's in charge here? Shotgun shells. And let's see here, what's this? Handgun. And more stuff to scan. Man, that's a big one. What are you doing, Tigger? You're not being naughty, are you? Oh no. Picked up flight plan.
The manifest should give us a...
Where's the flight plan? Where's it? Flight plan. Type of flight, IFR. Aircraft identification, EC6177. Type of aircraft, C1306. Departure point, Reticella del Monte Air Base. Destination, Balconen Merki Airport? I don't know.
Need to work with.
Let's see. They were headed for Valkoinen Airport.
Well, I said that completely
this
wrong,
mine
didn't
should
you?
take us there.
I could probably break this. Oh, I got a knife. Cool. Does Jill have a knife? Or is it just Chris? Either way. Scan for specials. Can we scan Jessica? Where's Jessica? She's in the airplane still. We cannot scan her.
Jessica, I need a hand.
Hold on.
Oh wow, it's very much like Resident Evil 5. We have to wait for our partner to come and help us out with stuff.
This cave is too cold.
Go through the mine.
You should have worn your thermal underwear.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that?
I sure did. Then we got a giant cave here. Oh.
I think you're infected. Be careful, Jessica.
No!
Looks that way,
Oh,
doesn't it?
Man.
Then Veltro is back from the dead.
Yeah. And we have to stop them before anyone gets hurt.
That's a letdown. I am let down now. I don't even know how to heal. How do I heal? Show the controls. Okay. Well, it's tab with those, so who knows what it is with this. I guess we'll find out when we need to. Oh, can I scan it? I need to scan it. Ah. Sorry, I have to scan these things. I just don't understand. Uh-oh. Get it before it... No. It's triangle. Or whatever the equivalent to triangle. I can speak, trust me. Whatever the triangle is. Does this just take me over here? It does. Cool. We went in our first circle. I am pretty sure this is a linear game. We might have to backtrack in certain situations, but... I'm not scanning those things. They do look pretty cool, though. I won't deny that. BOW Decoy, a grenade-type sub-weapon. Once it hits the ground, it lets out a unique sound that lures in surrounding enemies and then explodes, taking out everything in the vicinity. Very effective if correctly used. Nice. Especially if we get any hunters. Where are these? Yeah, go to that thing. Clearly the game wanted me to use that. That's cool. That was cool. You do anything fun today, Leonard?
So,
I worked.
Jill, was it?
Was what? Stay focused.
She was your partner before, right?
Yeah, my partner from before. What about it?
I was, just asking.
Is she implying what I think she's implying? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Can I grab it? Nope. Well, at least I got it back. Can you run any faster, Chris? I mean, you've punched boulders in your life. He has scissors with him. Wow.
Are you okay?
It's just my leg. I'm not going anywhere for a while.
Oh, fun. Guess what? Oh, that's not good for us. Maybe it is. I don't know. Chris can hold more pistol ammo than Jill.
Damn, there's too many of them. Shit, my ammo's not gonna last.
Yeah, fine. Go to that. Please. I don't have any more decoys. Well, that's nice that you think so highly of your butt. Cool.
Can you stand?
Thanks. I'll be okay.
Sorry to bring this up again, but
Bring what up?
do you trust me as much as Jill?
There's no need to compare. I trust you both. Besides, trust is built through actions, not words.
That's so like you, Chris. It's always about the job, isn't it?
Yep. Chris doesn't have time for relationships or socialization. He's got BOWs to kill and eventually punch a boulder. Oh, yeah.
Look, is that the airstrip?
That's their hideout.
This is Forkball. Do you read?
Chris here.
Oh.
I read you, sir.
Are you all right? Where are you?
The interference here killed our signals. We're at Valkoinen Mock Airport.
Damn it. It's all a setup.
What do you mean?
I sent Jill and Parker to the Mediterranean on faulty intel, and now I've lost contact with them.
I haven't heard from them since.
How? What's going on?
Chris, you better look at this.
It's impossible.
O'Brien, you're not gonna like this. We found the Veltro crest.
Then stories of their resurrection.
Veltro!
If that's the case,
Then the setup that got Jill and Parker. It was all...
Yeah, I'd almost guarantee it.
O'Brien, we'll go after Jill and Parker. I hope that's not a problem.
Not at all. Make your way to the Mediterranean, and we'll keep you posted.
Any idea what's going on?
We'll sort it out later. We have to move.
Okay. That was the first section, I believe. It's saved. I'm not saving. (8:32 p.m.) Guest cabin. Did we at least get to keep our guns?
What? Where?
Oh, it looks like one of the rooms from Ghost Hunter.
Jill?
Parker,
Where are you?
I don't know. A room, I think. Somewhere on the ship.
Damn it. Bastard took all my weapons.
Can you reach HQ?
No, comms are as it seems. We should regroup.
Okay. It's still on. Oh, we don't even have our scanner. That's kind of annoying. What's this? It's screwed in pretty tight. Like, you should look for a specific thing. Where am I? On a boat. Obviously. Looks like it's been broken for a while. Oh, thank goodness she doesn't have to stick her hand in there. Because that looks nasty. It's filled with dirty water. There might be something at the bottom. Drain the tub? You betcha. It's rusted. Oh, we got tricked. But we did get a green herb. So, yeah, we need that green herb at some point in time, huh? Oh. Are you dead? I hope you're dead. More than what you're already. It's not dead. That's okay, we're gonna leave. Yeah, pick up those bullets. That way you can,
Jill, you can't fight without a weapon. Just Do your
Why,
best to
thanks.
dodge.
Oh, I should be able to get to the bridge from here. Oh, that was a close dodge. This ship looks magnificent. Yeah, I only know of one company that usually has toiletas. Why does that texture look so bad? Well, you know, that's one thing that they have for them. They now that's nasty. Yes, it is. Oh, the dodge only works when you're by a monster. That sucks. Oh, we need a card. If you went that way, I'm gonna go this way. Shotgun. That would be useful. There's a place to insert something. Get a plate or something and insert it in there. There's something unsettling about the waves. Oh, they disappeared. Nope. They were hiding. These goo monsters. Don't mind me. Nope. Ah, gross. Without spoiling anything, here's a room that I don't like. But it's not until later, I think. There's more bullets, but I can't really do too much. Oh, there's a picture that is crooked. Can we do anything with that? No. We definitely can't do anything with this. It's marked with the helm mark on the fence. Keep that ammo there.
Jill,
Oh, hey.
are you okay?
I'm fine, but the ship's crawling with BOWs.
Okay. We're going to need
Um,
our weapons.
I think so.
I think I saw them on my way here, but I couldn't reach them. We should be okay as long as we work together.
Have to look.
Wait, there are more creatures this way. I found this though. Think we can use it?
Yeah, it just might
Oh,
do
yeah.
the trick.
Bonnie. Plants with medicinal properties, 3rd edition. Humans have been using plants to heal wounds and cure diseases ever since ancient times. An example of these types of plants is a herb that grows wild in the Arklay mountain area. The bright green herb not only heals fatigue, but it also help to strengthen natural healing process so that wounds heal faster. In addition, it has an active immune function that can be extremely useful against viral infection. Maybe that's why this entire time Jill didn't turn into a zombie. And Chris. Because they used green herbs, right? The medical applications are fast, and they are already starting to be used in the field. Please consider supplying yourselves with these herbs in order to protect yourself and your family from the recent threat of bioterrorism. Nope. You know what? Take that. Oh, that didn't get you. Okay, whatever. Well, at least it got that guy. Oh, I went the wrong way. I pressed the A button. Oh, this stuff is so annoying. That's okay. Ooh, custom parts.
Jill, I found our weapons. They're in here.
In the Magazino. That's great. Oh, nice. Please be a magic box. She does have a knife, cool. You can equip or switch weapons on this screen. You can also customize weapons if you have custom parts. Any weapon you obtain will be automatically added to this screen. Press X. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm not reading that stuff. Oh, no wonder it's different looking, or different guns to pick from. Well, that's the gun we want. It only has 4 shots. Wow. Forget that. There. Now I feel a little bit better with this thing. Well, we're going to take a short break. Whoa. That was the wrong screen. As we take a short break, let's look here and see. I think there are bosses like other games. Resident Evil Revelations. Enemies. Yes. Yeah, there definitely is a boss. Oh, I hate that thing so much, too. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me some food. Or something. Okay, thank you very much for your patience. Back onto it.
We got our equipment. Now what?
Now we
contact
shoot
HQ and tell them
bad
what the hell is
guys.
going on.
We should be able to do that from the bridge. Let's go. This is the room I was stuck in.
Okay.
By the way, what's the deal with that guy in the gas mask? What's his game?
Oh, we only got 2 grenades, okay. Wow, are we getting a false positive already in this thing? I guess we are. Okay. Thank goodness we can move in first person with this thing. You just can't open doors. Okay, one of these is an entrance to an elevator. I remember that much. It might be that one. Either way, I'm gonna eat some wheat thins. That is annoying. Look at that, we're already back to being hurt. It'd be cool if it's like every time you scan them, you gain a damage modifier, right? It'd be like, now that you've scanned 30, you hurt them more. Watch it. Oh, oh. We have to search for stuff, because if we don't, we're gonna be in a very annoying situation. But it's in the other room. Thanks, game. Oh, nice. I'm okay with that. Oh, you definitely need a key card for that thing. Okay, what else are we looking for here? Nothing? That's fine. Let's go. I think we're good for now.
Things are hiding everywhere.
I swear, the amount of damage we do these things is, like, random. It's really annoying. We cannot scan that yet. But, we'll be here again, I know we will. Because that's our escape right there to the next area. Gotta look for the shinies. I guess our best indication is the fact that if he's not shooting it, then we have to stop shooting it too. On the plus side, we've made it this far. Let's see. Oh, we can't go that way. It's like sometimes you shoot them in the shoulder and they like stagger. Other time, like that one. That kind of stuff gets annoying. Yeah, I deserve that one. What, nothing? Well, there's at least ammo. And we might as well heal. Oh, those look different. Oh, shoot. Hey, you know what? I don't feel like wasting ammo on those guys right now. I'm just gonna go through this door. Oh. Okay, no, that's a normal one. Pop it in the head. What? Why? Why, game? I can shoot that. No. Well, I'm starting to remember things that I didn't like about this game, and one of them is these enemies are mean. Like, their strength is really high. We'll persevere. We can make it. I know we can. We have dealt with worse. Silent Hill Homecoming comes to mind. At least there's that. There's an elevator. There's a locked door. Yep. The only way we're going is this way. Well, why not? There we go. And we do that so that we have a better way to get between decks. Let's go to the bridge. Yeah. Let's talk to the captain of this boat. Of course, it looks more like a cruise ship in these places, right? I've never been on a cruise ship, so I couldn't tell you, but clearly somebody's been here. Oh, goody. This is gonna be fun. We don't even have the shotgun, but we got shells, which, you know, that should count for something.
I'm at the bridge.
Looks like doesn't look like I can use this for communications. No. This is a Resident Evil game. What's this? A handgun ammo case. Now we can carry more ammo. Have a nice night,
We can't change our course. We're completely adrift.
This is recent.
Hope you get a good night's rest. Thank you. Uh-oh. Our boat blew up.
Don't tell me that was the tugboat.
That was the tugboat.
Stuck here.
Well.
Freeze! Drop the weapon!
Drop yours, Parker.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, what a cliffhanger. Next time on Resident Evil. Oh. Episode 2, Double Mystery. End.
Previously on Resident Evil Revelations.
Jesus.
In case you forgot.
No one could have lived through that.
Then stories of their resurrection are true.
Then the setup that got Jill and Parker. It was all...
It's a trap. Yeah, I'd almost guarantee it.
O'Brien, we'll go after
And
Jill
not
Parker.
Wesker.
Make your way to the Mediterranean.
Where?
Damn it. Bastard took all my weapons.
Can you reach HQ?
No, comms are out, it seems.
We'll be stuck here.
Who the hell are you?
No. That's not the same person. Episode 3. Ghost of Veltro. Dun dun dun. 1 year ago, Terra Grigia. It's that guy. That guy. And those people.
Still hurting, Cadet?
No. I
And
can
Dad.
still fight.
That's the spirit.
It's over. The city is finished.
Oh man. Wronged by the FBC. Cadet.
Your efforts are commendable.
Weird face here.
One wake-up call, which was long overdue.
Was left to perish. And now,
Parker, come
he
in.
wants
The facility has
revenge.
been breached. We're closing shop. Prepare to go home. Split up and get to the helipad on the roof. That's an order.
I'll cover the hallway with Jessica. Cadet, make sure they reach the heliport.
Fine.
Parker, they've started evacuation procedures here. O'Brien?
I'm the only one left, General Morgan.
That's a
The
good
BSAA is pulled out.
series.
I want you to know that the FBC is making a huge mistake.
We have been at war for 3 weeks in an attempt to handle this matter. There have been rescues, there have been losses. Too many. But any further delays would simply cripple our cause. Surely you can understand that.
Okay.
I'm afraid I cannot. Obliterating the site by satellite is only a quick fix. We could lose crucial evidence.
Use of the satellite has already been approved. We can clean up this mess.
I guess you've thought of everything. Even the FBC may not be able to cover its tracks on this one.
Let the heavens scorch the earth with justice.
These unilateral solutions of yours will only create a new Veltro.
Foreshadowing.
Dozen of them.
Yes, there's the rub. Men like us can exist thanks to groups like that.
And
Wait,
he'll just
what are you
let
saying?
all those people die.
Are you finished now, Director O'Brien? Everyone, you have your orders. Move into position. Raymond, with me.
Yes, sir.
Raymond. Okay.
You think this is it?
Not if we shoot all them sons of bitches first.
If they
Oh,
come,
hello.
Open fire! We want to make it out of here. It's gotta be. After this, we head for the chopper.
Please tell me I have a shotgun. I don't. I just have this thing. Crap. Missing the pistol.
Can't contain this. We'll find out. Everyone will equip Veltro with terrorism.
I think that's what they're hoping.
Oh, nice. I think I got him. You know, I think I parried his attack. Or blocked or something. I'm running over here. Yeah. Where's my ammo? There's my ammo. Oh, shoot. He does not in this mode. The scanner only exists after this.
That takes care of that.
That
Right.
takes care of
Now
that.
it's our turn to get on that chopper.
That elevator should still be operational. This way.
Can't get out that way. Oh,
All
jeez.
Sue? Great.
We have to hurry.
Jeez. I can't believe they can climb walls.
Sorry
It's
to
like I've
drag
never
you
seen
into
this.
That's fine. But you're buying me dinner next time. And I'm ordering lobster.
So are Parker and Jessica a thing?
Broke already?
That was the last working elevator. How do you feel about stairs? Actually, I'm not sure how I feel about stairs.
The hunters look cool, but they're super annoying, like always. Again, this is more action. This is not... I think with Revelations, they were trying to see what that balance was. Unfortunately, they did not find it for Resident Evil 6. Which we have Operation Raccoon City to play after this, so that's more action. Oh, nice. The shotgun. The Rudy Tooty point and shooty. Oh, this isn't a trap, right? Yeah. You suck. So, in order for them to make it so that the game is not just littered with bodies. They have these things just disappear now when they die. I forgot, we don't have to care about our AI person. Like, they don't have a health meter or anything. So we just have to run and run. And clearly this isn't designed to, you know, have us kill every single thing,
So,
because
what
if
do you
it
think
did,
about that O'Brien guy?
well,
Director? Not my type.
That's not what I meant.
we'd have to
I think he's
stop.
right. He needs to stand up to General Morgan.
Yeah, I agree. I think being in the FBC is towards your moral compass.
You sound just like him. Still, I wouldn't mind being on the right side of the fight.
Yeah, we're not on the right side of the fight with the FBC. They messed up. But how much did they mess up is the question. Is this Veltro's fault? Or was it really the FBC? We'll find out in further episodes. Is she in heels? Yes, she is.
The elevator's on the 6th floor. Hurry.
The thump noise from, you know, the ambience of... is making me think that there's something going on out here. Which I guess that's cool. Now, unfortunately, when we do the Terra Grigia stuff, it's waves of enemies. Caution signs are no match for me. I missed. The hunters look pretty cool. I'm not gonna deny that. They're still annoying, but man, they look awesome. Now, it's interesting, I believe your ammo in these different, like, flashbacks, I believe it saves the amounts, so when we come back, we'll still have what we need. It's not a dead end. See that? We can see the light there.
We can get through here. Give me a hand.
Okay, I'm coming. For the love of God!
Jessica, hurry!
Okay. That's... Well, that was different.
Little bastards! I hope this holds them!
Come on, the elevator's just ahead.
Obviously, we're gonna have a wave of guys to fight since we're getting handed ammo. Like, really, getting handed ammo. I believe it's as soon as we hit the elevator button. And then we're gonna have to pew 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 our way out of this. Which, the game did give us a checkpoint at this, so if I die, we'll still be here.
Damn, come on!
They're almost here.
It'd be cool if that was the real-time clock.
They're here.
I think they're here for you. It's because you're a flirt.
Sorry. Animal monsters.
Okay, who's next? There you are. Or, man, that thing flung itself. Don't mind me. Just trying to get the ammo. Boom. That was cool. Come on, silly elevator. There we go. Convenient. What? That's right.
Jesus, I thought it was gonna stop again.
Yeah, we're fine. But that was crazy. I can't believe Morgan decided to fry the city with the solar energy satellite.
Raccoon City all over again.
Yep,
Yes.
you got it.
Wiped off the face of the earth. By tomorrow morning, Terra Grigia will be just a name in the history book.
I like to think these games are canon, but I don't think they are.
Everything we could, right?
I hope we did.
Well, just don't forget about that lobster dinner you owe me.
When have I ever gone back on my word?
Get the lead out, we gotta go!
Okay, ladies first.
I say that as we're running right towards it. And here we go. Terra Grigia. And we were on the big tower. Wow. Looks like everybody's escaped. Giant heat beam. This time, using this, there's less fallout. Kind of. I mean, it's still radiation, right?
It's triggered a chain reaction. Look, the city.
The man-made island, Terra
So
Grigia.
bright.
Infected Beetlejuice. That is so cool. That, not so much. Oh man, all those people lost their jobs. And I feel that's the true problem with Resident Evil. Is these people lost jobs.
And Terra Grigia is No more.
It's like the people who worked on the Death Star.
But did nothing.
66%. Whoops. And that was just the first part of this episode. Now we're going to do some more. Revelations 2, they closed stuff. Look, there's Raymond.
Raymond? That's you, isn't it?
The BSAA. A little too late.
What is the FBC doing here? Answer me, Raymond.
I don't have to answer anything. You have no authority over this.
There's no time to fight. We've got to...
Give it a rest. I don't even know why you're here or who you're fighting.
Raymond, stop right there.
Were we fighting Raymond?
Change, unless you get your hands dirty.
We might be fighting Raymond. Clearly.
So the FBC is on this ship too.
Ooh.
What's going on here?
Maybe.
We're operating without any intel. We need to search this ship for answers.
I can see that.
I relish the idea.
Especially with what we learned last time. On how much of a punk Prowser really turned out to be. Oh. Oh, we were so close to getting a thing. That's fine. Now we've got the helm key. Nice. I was going to say, yeah. Nice. Some decoy bomb doodles. Custom parts. They're just racking up all kinds of cool stuff here. Oh, and because it doesn't flash at us, look at this, there's notes. Ship layout. For all staff and crew, the Queen Zenobia is a pleasure cruise liner that provides world-class service with the comfort of a luxury hotel for our passengers. This ship offers numerous services and facilities for our guests. As a representative for this ship, it is your job to be familiar with all facilities that can be found here. The following list outlines some of the major facilities on this ship. Please read each one carefully. Promenade Hall. Boasting an area of 1,500 square meters, the ship's Promenade Hall has 3 floors and is more spacious than any other ship in the world. The interior is done in a Gothic style, with ceilings covered in chandeliers. Its beauty and style rivals that of the finest opera houses. Casino. The ship's casino can be found next to the Promenade Hall. All kinds of gaming pleasures await our guests, including card games and slot machines. Everything guests would expect from a casino can be found here 24 hours a day. Restaurants and shops. The Promenade Hall has designer goods and brand name stores from all over the world. Guests can relax at our many restaurants and bars. There are also shops that cater to our guests' everyday needs. Emergency communication room. There's an emergency communication room next to the promenade that can be used as a safety point during an emergency. Crew can also use this room to transmit an emergency distress call, should the need arise. Solarium. The shuttered glass of the solarium overlooks the world's largest onboard swimming pool. This romantic spot has been a favorite destination for many of our passengers. Be on the lookout for couples who sneak in after hours and beat the tar out of them. Oh. Sorry. It did not say that. And I try to, read these things as they look. For get tongue-tied sometimes. Gotta make sure that I'm saying the right words. Oh, we can get the shotgun soon. Hello. That's a nice watch you got there, bud. It's up there. More reading. Discarded message. Oh God, please help me. This can't be happening. Don't leave me to die in this heck. I'm trapped here. There are monsters here. Real ones. Everyone's dead or dying. There are no survivors. Shoot, we're all gonna die. Finally get the map. Queen Zenobia.
We should find an emergency communication room if we go through the hall.
Got the crest. Got a big old file here. History of the Queen Zenobia. Let me grab a water first so that I can read this. As reading is going to definitely be used once we finally get to Parasite Eve. Tonnage. 148,000 gross tons. Displacement. 90,000 tons. Length. 335.8 meters. Beam 52.3 meters. Height 93.97 meters. Propulsion. Electric diesel propulsion. Crew 1,094 officers and crew. Passengers 2,200. I hope I say this right. This Paraguay's line flagship was constructed in 1978. The interior is designed to replicate that of ships of the 1930s, the golden age of cruise ships. The design was based on blueprints left by... That's right. So, this name might be familiar. These blueprints were left by George Trevor before his disappearance. Newspapers from the time of the ship's construction report accolades the design received. The ship herself is named after Zenobia, the queen of the Palmyrene Empire, who was deposed by the Romans. Like the legendary beauty of her namesake, this ship is also known as the Beauty of the Atlantic, and remained one of the most popular cruise ships built in the 20th century. With the rise of air travel supplanting the popularity of long seafaring voyages, it looked like the Queen Zenobia, along with her sister ship, was destined to be junked in the late 80s. Fortunately, she was purchased by the Paraguay's line, and her steam turbines were replaced with an electric diesel propulsion system. Her hold and cabin areas were expanded, and she was upgraded with the latest technology. The Queen Zenobia, I messed that one up. The Queen Zenobia was reborn as a fully functional luxury liner. After its restoration, the Queen Zenobia set out on a cruise around the world, followed by one around South America and many, many others. In the future, she will find her main harbor in the Mediterranean for her cruises around Africa. The Queen Zenobia will be bringing pleasure to passengers for years to come. The History of Queen Zenobia, 1995 edition. Hey, guess who owns the ship? Some company that had access to George Trevor's stuff. Oh, he's got stuff on him. And, ew. Ew. Yeah, that's gross. Can I scan him? Oh, no. No. Okay. Yeah, just reach in there. 3 shotgun shells. That was not worth the grossness. There's deer.
We should go to the emergency communication room. Maybe try to contact HQ.
It's because I spend so much time reading stuff, isn't it? You just had to remind me. Okay. Oh, what's this? No. Like a kid in a candy shop. Oh, what's that? I gotta read that. We're gonna have fun with, what's it called?
How do you know him?
And there's Uther.
Let's leave it at that.
A hand grenade. Excellent. So, yeah, I don't know how much voice acting I'm gonna try to do. Or voices. Not really voice acting. Voices to do with, oh, let's let down. Parasite Eve. But it's gonna be a blast. I think. Really? Are you kidding me? 2%. Well, I'm gonna go to the lower cabins, I guess. Where's our bud? Uh-oh. Our bud disappeared. Oh, he's coming back. There we go. Cool. Well, that was neat. Oh, got creepy string music. Got a few doors to try before we actually open the big one here. Ah, we can't get that way. Oh, fun. No. You're the ones that I don't like. Oh, cool. You shoot crap at people. That's rude. Is there one up here? Behind me? No. Good. There's one right there. Scan them. No, it's not really their hands. I'm not opening that yet. I don't want to go there. Oh, that's the anchor key. It's something. And the way that they aim is they actually kind of like lead their shot when you're moving. It's like some bone thing. Again, though, RNG from like damaging things is annoying. But it is better than Resident Evil 5. I like this one over the other one. And I Not everybody feels that way, but I sure feel that way. And I took the wrong way. Oh well. Oh, you know what? That's right. I need to go use some custom kits that I have. Did I scan that one? Cool. Just ignore them. Well, what we'll do is this, because, yep. Okay. Oh, and I need to get the shotgun, too. Where is it? Oh, more reading. Note found in room 303. What the heck is going on? Monsters are crawling over the ship. They're tearing it to pieces. I've never seen monsters like this. Their movements are stiff, stilted. It's all over if they get a hold of you. Those piece of poop monsters ate my friend Hassan. Fatherless monsters. I used my gun to frighten them off, giving me time to get the heck out of there. The bullet went straight through its arm. Thank God. These monsters have bones like old women. There's nowhere to run now. Darn monster twisted my leg good. Heck, I've run out of ammo too. God only knows how I'm going to survive this. Well, you get custom kits, so... See, we have 2. We can carry up to 40, apparently, but they're random thingies, I think. Nice. Okay. There's a gun there. Oh no, that's the weapon box. There it is. We need to get back to that weapon box. Oh, ho, ho. The illegal custom parts are usually, like, more powerful. Oh, we'll go this way. And we'll get back to the elevator. Oh, that's our room. Something in the TV? No. Fine. Whatever. I don't remember if the scanner gets upgraded. It'd be neat if it does. It does. And we're gonna have to come this way anyway once we get the key card, because there's stuff in there. Here we go. I bet there's a bad guy in there. We'll find out shortly. I hear a bad guy. What? Oh, no. We dropped a weapon. Oh well. It's a crap pistol anyway. So you can carry up to 3 weapons, I guess. And make our way back to the weapon box so that we can check out our custom parts. Thank goodness they don't go through doors. Now, this game has the raid mode, which is like Mercenaries, except for I think it's a lot more appealing. The thing is that I probably won't play too much of it, just because it is kind of a time sink. However, the second game's raid mode, I feel, is greatly improved. Either way, we'll check them out, though. There might be shenanigans, though. So we have something that increased fire rate, damage, at 20%, I think. Burst, which is cool. Ah, the little model things look terrible. Oh, okay, there you go. So, we'll just have those two. And then these guns. Oh. Apparently it's higher accuracy. But I think we'll just keep this. Ups the damage by 20%. Ups the fire rate. Well, we're not going to put it on there. Yeah, so we shoot things in the face better. So look at that. This is nice. Even though we don't get like a scale of like what the point means, at least we can see this here. So, unless it's like these enemies have X amount of hit points and the damage is how much points a regular shot would remove. I don't know. But look at this. 192 times 6. So it's telling you that with its what's it called? Shattering, or not shattering. Crap. Spread, right? That shows the buckshot thing saying that if you got a point blank shot, you'd be doing that much damage, which is nice. Where's my illegal parts? Did I use it? Oh, I guess I did. Cool. Cool. We only carry 4 shells in this thing? Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a pump action shotgun. Still. Anything? No. Wrong way. Well, here we go into the next little portion here, right? Now, this room serves an interesting purpose. What it does is it's like a loading room, okay? So see, those doors shut, and these doors load up the next area for us. And look at this.
This is what I call a cruise ship. It's like an opera house in here. So, where is this emergency communication?
Probably that way. And I don't want to go that way. It's not working. I know. The Solarium? Ooh. I don't want to go to the Solarium, do I? No, I don't. I don't want to do that. I think we have to put up with our other part first, which I don't want to do, but why not? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tempted to see what kind of cheesy things I can do in this. But so far, I'm good. It's gonna be this next part that's not good, and we have 10 minutes, and I don't know if it's gonna be doable. The Life Boy Buoy Mark. Okay.
Someone posted a note here.
Note left in front of the emergency communications room. This is the emergency. Let me read that again. Possibly infinite ammo. Not infinite herbs, just infinite ammo. This is the emergency communication room. No one gets in without my permission. And not without my key. If you want in, come find me at my usual spot on the promenade deck. Your comms officer. There's a message scrawled underneath. This is crap. The ship is crawling with freaks and monsters. I'm going to the promenade, because at least I can find some food there. Anyone who's still alive can meet up with me there. You know where to find me. I'm not going out like that. I can promise you that. Hope I'm not the only survivor. Your friendly neighborhood comms officer.
The promenade deck is next to the hall. Let's go.
Okay.
You'll be able to find the key.
Ooh. Another cool thing would be just to have, you know, a bunch of the custom parts. But I don't know if that exists. I do know that I might be able to do infinite ammo. Possibly. And if not, I don't know. I might not even do it. Just because, you know, we're having so much fun so far. Despite this next section. Oh, man. Okay. Ever been in a boss fight where a bunch of bad guys keep showing up while you're trying to fight the boss? But let me tell you. Welcome to the promenade deck. Creepy voice saying Mayday. Oh look, rifle ammo. We're gonna get the rifle soon.
Looks like we found the promenade deck.
Yes, we did. Don't. Oh, I hate these things. I dislike them. I don't hate them. Yes, there are.
We have yet to find one survivor.
Well, there is kind of a survivor, but well, he's not really a survivor. I better pull this out so that I can shoot stuff. Otherwise, it's gonna be annoying. Oh. Long magazine. Cool. Whoops. Well, it gives us an extra shell. Okay. We're gonna go with this. Yep. I don't want to deal with that, but we're gonna have to. Oh, another part. And Tigger's up here. Hey, Tigger. It's locked on the other side. Oh, fun. You hear it, right? It's kind of a Bioshock type of thing, right? Hearing creepy voices. Fire rate. Ooh. No. So, if we... So is the fire rate supposed to be like a second or something? Because you think if the fire rate is lower, then it fires faster, but that is not the case. No. No, we're not going to use that on there. We can't use it yet anyway. There's a specific weapon I want to use it for, but I can't. And that's fine. Here we go. Time for some fun. Man, Parker's got a cool axe. Well, we might as well face it now. Quit. Hold on. I don't want to fight this thing. But give me just a few seconds. Okie. Here we go. You were asking about boss fights. This is kind of a boss fight. Tigger is kicked out. Whoa! I got knocked all the way into here. That's different.
Oh no, I think this creature might be the comms officer.
This says fastest we run. Uh-oh. Gosh, darn it. Oh. Hey, look at that, our first death. You are dead. Yay. Oh, fun. You know what? Forget that guy. I'm not gonna do that over there. Cool. So we're at max herbs. We can't block those, so guys can come in. That's the exit, because you get the key. It's like, why is there rifle ammo? Well, that's because somewhere there's a rifle. I just don't remember where. Clearly you can... Yeah. Oh ho ho. Drop down.
I think this creature might be the comms officer.
I think you're right.
Oh no. We really don't care about scanning things, and these guys just keep coming. Oh. Oh, cool. No, not cool. See, that part sucks. Don't get stuck. So if that thing grabs me. How gross it is. Dang. Oh, that part where he says, I'm a human, that's just so sad, because he's not anymore. I shot it in the butt. No, he was the comms guy, so he did the communications. Ah. Okay. Yes. We're gonna die. And rightly so. I forgot where the rifle is. Oh. Really?
I think he dropped something.
Yay, we have that.
Is that the
well,
key to the emergency communication room?
Yeah. Leave this monster-infested hellhole.
Communications Officer's Journal. Day 1. I made the right decision coming up to the promenade. I've got food and beverages to last me a long time. I can still hear those things out there, clawing on my door and looking for prey. Too bad they ain't getting in here. I have no idea if anyone else is still alive, but I know I'm gonna make it through this alright. Day 2. Shoot. Those darn things gutting through the air ducts, but I put them all down before they could do any real damage. I've trained for this, and I've trained hard. Hats off to me. Good thing I was up when it happened. No more deep sleeps for me. Day 3. After yesterday's surprise party, I haven't been able to sleep a wink. My nerves are frayed. I wish I wasn't the only one here. Pretty tired today. Don't feel well. I better not get sick. I shouldn't move. Need to conserve energy. Just hang in there. I think this is day 4. I got a fever. Hope those monsters didn't find me like this. I'm so out of it. Am I infected? Is it just a cold? There's a big lump on my head. It hurts. Wish I had someone to talk to. So alone. How many days is it? I found someone to talk to. So happy. He's very funny. Tells lots of jokes. Lots. They're funny. I laugh. Laugh. His face is too close. In my face. He thinks so too. No room to move. Had a fight. He wanted all the foods. He was eating meat. Good, tasty meat. I saw his face. Chewing. Eating. No meat for me. Looked tasty. His head looks tasty. Help. Can't move. Trapped. Me not me. Who is me? Please. Help. Please. Help. Mayday. 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 Meat. Meat. Eat. Eat. Eaty. Meat. So it's our very own Itchy Tasty. You can shoot those things. You have like infinite ammo. I don't. I sure am gonna scan that though. Another handprint. Nice. Well, we have all the ammo for the rifle, but don't touch those. Those are bad. Do not. No touchy. Unless you're him. He just walked right through that without a problem. Oh, nice. We have found the exit. I don't have a rifle. And I could have sworn you're supposed to have the rifle at this point. I could be wrong. Either way, it's okay. Let's, do whatever we need to do to finish this, and then next time we'll watch more Resident Evil Revelations. Oh, we get to solve a puzzle. A weapon. Here we go. Cool. Is this the elevator that was broke? Oh, nice. It is. It's also really nice that they give you that feel of elevator. You know? Ooh, deck. Very nice. Full box of shells. Full box of hand ammo. Magnum ammo. Oh man. We're just racking up all kinds of cool stuff here. Oh. This is probably a boss fight area. That was dumb. I meant to use the knife. Yep. Definitely a boss fight area. We found a boss fight area. And yet we can't get out there because we don't have the key card. It's awesome. Found another handprint though. That's fine. Whatever. Our goal is to finish this episode, not... Fine. At least we have more ammo. Because there's a probability, like 50-50 right now on the ammo. I might cheese the game just so that I can pew everything. But I might not, you know? Still want to know, where is that rifle? I could have sworn.
I hope the equipment in that room will work.
Don't jinx us now.
Oh well, we'll find it. That's one thing about this game, is that it's big. And no Albert Wesker, which is sad, because this definitely looks like, you know, This looks like it'd be an Albert Wesker thing. But oh well. They did their own little story with this whole FBC and what was it? Velcro, something. And then the other stuff.
Raymond!
Hi.
Looks like we both were too late.
What are you talking about?
Huh.
Ignorant creatures who do not yet know of us. The time
Both
to
of you.
speak has come.
Look.
Thou wilt did I renew. The desperate grief which wrings my heart already.
Little masked friend.
But if thy words be seed that may bear fruit of infamy to the traitor whom I know, speaking and weeping shalt thou see together. I know not who thou art, nor by what road thou hast come down here. The world is in our hands. This is the T-Abyss virus, and we are equipped to infect 1/5 of the Earth's waters.
T-Abyss virus. Oh no! These are those piranhas that we were warned about.
He's turning guppies into jaws. Shh, quiet.
And even a child could guess what will happen next.
We are Veltro.
Vengeful messengers from the depths of the Inferno.
So this is our man. I knew it was Veltro.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Abandon hope? He's quoting Dante.
Send a team to Valcoin Mock Airport. Look for something linked to this ship, O'Brien.
Yes, I read you. I'll send Quint and Keith.
What?
You two, get ready to move.
Oh, goody.
I hate snow. Snow hates you.
Just find out anything you can on Veltro.
I don't see a thing. I thought the Mediterranean was just like a big lake.
Be patient. Finding
It's
a ship at
not.
sea is like finding a needle in a haystack.
No kidding. But that still doesn't solve our problem. Hey, are you even listening?
We'll find you, Jill. I promise.
Episode 3, Ghosts of Veltro. End. That's the nice part of this, is that, you know, it, oh, we got a thing, and it died once. 37. Goodness. Minutes. Well, we're not getting the 3-hour mark, that's for sure. But we did get the PC 356. Yeah. And we've unlocked more raid levels, which I don't really care about. Well, great way to end though, because basically when I start this up again, we'll get a nice little packaged recap of what happened, in case you forget. So that's Resident Evil Revelations. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out and enjoying this time with me. You have a nice night too. And next time we'll play more Resident Evil. So, as always, take care. Bye.